Okay guys, in today's video, I'm going to cover all the questions you asked in the last YouTube video. So essentially, the quick rundown is, what is the minimum it will cost to get into Steppen? What type of shoes should you be looking for? What type of attributes are important? What type of gemstones? Can you calculate the ROI? And then the final one is, how would I get into Steppen right now? Do I think the game would last by the time you get break even? So let's start at the beginning. What is the minimum cost it takes to get into Steppen? The minimum cost, if you go onto your marketplace, if you take away all the shoes and you just look at them available, the cheapest common shoe right now in the ranges of 0 to 30, as well as the amount of shoes they've minted, is 201 GMT. So if we click on this shoe, we can see, okay, not bad. Base stats are horrible. So in common shoes, the attributes are a range from 0 to 10. So obviously you kind of want, in terms of the attributes, just a reminder, efficiency is just how much GST your shoe will earn based on its level, its sneaker type. The next one is luck. That gives you your mystery boxes. So that's based on how much energy you've been doing, so how long you've been running or walking for, and then also just the amount of levels it has. Your comfort is basically, it replaces efficiency. So instead of earning GST, it helps you earn GMT, but comfort doesn't matter unless you earn unless the shoe's a level 30 shoe. And then resilience is essentially what you stop the decaying of HP for your shoe. So the only ones we really care about if you're doing a one shoe strategy is efficiency and resilience. So the reason we don't care about commons or anything like that, so the reason we don't care about comfort is obviously we're not going to go for a level 30 shoe. So to put it into perspective, it costs more than 50% to get a level 30 shoe. And also the GMT you earn is, I actually think you earn more in GST every day than you would in GMT. So it's just not worth it. Plus you pay 50% more. And then luck we don't care about, because even if you had the best luck, and let's just say you had the worst of everything and you had a level 6 walker, whatever, even if you took all that away, sorry, let's reset that. If you put it all into luck, wow, I take it back. You can get a pretty good mystery box. Huh, interesting. There might actually be a luck play. Oh, no, your daily income's negative 30. No, see, once again, not ideal. Oh, and your, sorry, energy's too high. That I was looking, I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. See, this makes sense to me. If you're running even if you have perfect base stats, perfect everything, we could even go to another extreme and just say you've got like 2 luck gemstones. Oops. Oh, you can't because it's level 6, but you would still only have a level 1 shoe. So we don't care about luck, and that's why. So the cheapest shoe you would have to get, once again, I'm not going to touch this jogger because I didn't like the looks of it. Let's see this runner. We can work with this. So what do we have? A level 5 runner. I mean, once again, I wouldn't want to work with this, but this is just the cheapest. So we reset everything. 5.5, 5.3, I mean, 5. So we got 5.3 on efficiency and then a 9.7, which is really nice. So that kind of makes our lives easy. And you can see, oops, let's unset that. So it doesn't matter if comfort, wait, does it? Oh, it just changes. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. It just changed that number, but not that number. That makes sense. So you can see that if you were to invest and buy the cheapest shoes possible, you would be getting a level 5 running shoe. You would have to run 8 to like 20 kilometers an hour. and it cost us 202. So let's quickly go here, hit GMT. Whoops. Cool. So the minimum you would need is 49.43 US dollars. And based on this calculation from Steppen guide, we would be making 7.71. So every day we would be making 7.71, which is actually not too bad, 0.27. So we would do that and go 0.268. It would take us 185 days with essentially with GST remaining the same. 185 days is a bit too long. When I got back into this game, when I calculated, it was 100 days. So I'm going to try and show you how I get it to 100 days or around then. So the other thing you should, as mentioned in the other videos, people are trying to get out of Steppen. Some people have shoes. Some people don't see a future in it. Bottom line is there's people that have high level shoes that they actually are trying to get rid of. So we can bump this up to the 26 to 30. We could even be more cheeky and go 28, but we can sit there. It doesn't really matter. And now this is more based on what you can do. If you can run, then we can find you a good running shoe. If not, we might have to do jogging. We might have to do walking, but that's okay. Let's look at this jogger. Is there potential? Once again, not my favorite shoe, but for all fairness, let's just use this as example. So now I'm telling you, if you're going to get into this game and you're going to start with one shoe, definitely do this. So you are now going to be paying a little bit more. So 37 more. So nearly 40% more, but it's worth it. So instead of paying 49, actually 20% more, sorry. So instead of paying $49, you're now going to pay $58. So we'll put it in there. So now we're paying $9 more, but what we get back is going to be so much better. So one, it's a jogger. It's not even a runner. And base stats. Okay, so this guy's kind of mucked it up a bit, but I'm not going to behold him too much about it. But very good base stats. We like the 8.4. We like the 8.3. The thing we don't like is that he has already leveled some of the luck, but we're not going to cry about it. So 4.8. If you were to do max, you can, whoops. Now we get to add the levels, and it was a 28 or 29. 28, and then he puts 20. Okay. So if you were to do this the max way, you would be sitting at 17. Unfortunately, this guy's a bit of a tot, and he sacrifices his resilience and he sacrifices his efficiency in order to bump up his luck, which, as we see, 24. Yeah, cool, perfect. So that's the shoe. Oops, and it's a jogger. So not going to cry too much about it, but you now get some mystery boxes. I don't care about level 1s and level 2s. Not for me, but whatever. But the main important thing is instead of 7.71, we're now going to earn 14, which is nearly double. And that's exciting. So now what we get to do is we get to do $58 divided by 0.468. And then suddenly from like 180 days, we've now cut that down to 123 days. And that is getting better. It's getting closer to when I started this game, the 100-day ROI break-even mark. And then afterwards, you're in the gold. But I would still take it one step further. So the next thing, if you can do it, is look at uncommons. So you could look here and then you can just browse the market roughly. Ooh, 27. What are you? Okay, we can test this one. And it's got some pretty cool sockets. Well, I don't know if it's been used, but it has sockets. But there's a really nice socket 3. And I don't really know what the other ones are, but whatever. Okay, let's use this one. So the main thing is, once again, we are going to double the investment. And if you're comfortable with it, you would be looking to spend $124.5. So 124.5. Yep. So that's how much this bad boy would cost. It is now a runner. So we're back to running shoes, so you'd earn more. I think it's only a 27. Yeah, it's only a 27. So levels a bit less, but we're not going to cry too much about it. 11.4. And then I don't really care about luck, but I'll put it in 17.2. And then what was the last one? 14.4. Okay, hit max. So this guy is a bit of a mad lad, and he just pumped this to 117. Oh, I made silly cunner. Okay, damn man, sorry. I was wondering why that was working. So we hit 11.4. It was 17.2, and then 14.4. Max it. Wait, what's wrong? Bang. So what this guy does is he just goes all the way up to 73, which if we go all the way back down here and then pump this all the way up. Okay, so that's what he's done. So according to the calculator, there is a better way to do it, but we're not going to cry too much about it. What he probably has done is he probably uses the socket because it's a good one. He probably uses the socket and then puts a gem in, and then that's why he's pumped into the efficiency. But I'm not going to do the gem. I would recommend it, but I'm not going to do it. Just for the example of here, 31.76. So now we're at 31.76. Now we're earning more than $1 a day. So that's good. Now we're getting more. It's getting more juicy and more exciting. 1.1. Obviously, we take this divided by 1.1, and we are getting closer and closer. We're now back down to 113 days to break even, and that's just with a single uncommon shoe. If we were to take these sockets, I don't know what these ones are. They're locked, so I'm just going to assume that they're comfort and they're bad. But using this socket as a reference, which is pretty exciting. So you can see it's a resistant one, which it's good. So, and you guys should be calculating this, by the way. So 2.8, very cheap. A level 3, 39. It's up to you. Do we want to invest another 39? 39. I mean, that basically, let's just do quick lazy math and just put a 4. We're getting, it's like $10. So do we want to invest $10 more? Let's see. Let's see if we do. Bang. 36. So we can bump this to 36, 1.25. Not bad, actually. But you don't have to do that. Let's just, for the sake of this video, go 28, 2.8, which is nothing. Like, that's the good thing. So we go back to the 0, and then we just add 2.8. So we can just be at 103.6. $125, 125.6, and then with a level, just the level 2 gem, we're still getting 33.88. So not the same, but it will cost us a little bit better. 1.177. Cool. I mean, this is pretty much the best it will be. You can see that just basically minimum investment, we're looking at spending 125 US dollars for our uncommon level 27 jogger. Whoop. Is it a jogger? Sorry. No, runner, sorry. Yeah, it's a runner. So you are running, but we will break even after 107 days if the price doesn't fluctuate too much or change drastically. Just going back into what I did. So my current strategy and my current setup, I can show photos. You can ask down below. If you're on my Discord, you can always just WhatsApp me or Discord me and I can help. But basically what you do is you do the process I did and you get your one good uncommon shoe. So you get your high leveled one and then you just need duds. You just need the cheapest shoes right now, 200 and 203. And you basically just need to have 3 shoes. And by doing that, if it wasn't an uncommon, your energy goes to 4 by holding 3 shoes in your account. But because we have an uncommon, you get that +1 energy, so it becomes 5. So your minimum investment goes to 914. So you're looking to spend $223 now. But your daily jog or your daily run would be 25 minutes and your income would be a 57.2. So we're just under the $2 mark, which I'm sure if we could manipulate, like if you spend time, we could find one for you guys. Like it wouldn't be too hard to find a shoe that, because obviously we picked the cheapest one. If you're prepared to spend 15 more GMT and we could look into all these bottom shoes, or even if you could spend like 5% more, we could find you ones with better stats if that is the way to go. But we're gonna just use this one because honestly, making $2 a day, not bad. Because divided by 1.988, it would still take us 112 days ROI. But more importantly, it feels pretty good. Like this is what I do at the moment, and it brings me a lot of joy to know that every day when I go for my walk, I make $2 a day with Steppen. That's how I would look for my first shoes. That's how I would look to start this game. Obviously be warned that like this game has seen a significant like vault and boost, and it might continue to trickle down, and if it does continue to go down, the duration and your ROI would take a little bit longer. However, it also has to do with how Solana does as a whole. If Solana keeps doing well, I can see Steppen doing well. Obviously, if you look back even further, it gets more and more grim. So you kind of just take the highs with the lows. Like I said, if you guys have been with me from December, we are super happy because we got in at this time, or we re-entered during this time. So it's been a very nice 4 months. Obviously, I've broken even and made a lot more money than that. But let me know down below if this helps. Like I said, these are just this is how I would look for my shoe and how I would get into the game. Catch you guys in the next time. Bye.